Okay, here we go. All right, everybody's on. We're good? All right.
Guess so.
Okay, in the news today, there was an apartment fire in Fresno, California, where a man saved his wife, his child, and a huge slab of barbecue ribs.
Love me some ribs.
Who doesn't love ribs? I actually had one rib tonight, and it was delicious. Jay, thank you for the ribs. Rib. Hey, Jay, where were those ribs from anyway?
Those ribs were from Hungry Harry's in the Land O'Lakes.
Wait a minute. Did you say Hunger Harry's?
Hungry Harry's.
Hungry Harry's. Okay. Hung Harry's? What?
Not to be confused with Hungry Howie's, but Hungry Harry's Barbecue Outpost has a beautiful catering.
Would you recommend for our listeners to go try them?
Oh my God, yes, absolutely. Best
Well,
ribs in this area.
I'm pretty sure that this gentleman here on the news would also enjoy those ribs because he seems to be a big ribs enthusiast. I don't know.
Let's hear what he has to say.
All right, let's check it out. Here's raw audio from, I don't know whose news covered this. I don't really care either. Yeah, it was.
Say, Mr. Kevin.
Yes, sir.
Can I just interject that
No.
when our listeners go to Hungry Howie's, that they mention they heard about his place from the Kevin Holly Show?
I would appreciate that. Yeah, I like that idea. In fact, my
Hungry Harry's, not Hungry Howie's, but Hungry Harry's Rib
Hey,
Shack
you know what?
in Land O'Lakes, Florida.
Before we play this audio, I got to tell you both. I mentioned this to Jay last night on the phone, but Pops, I don't think you heard this story. I got home from work last night, and I was walking my dog, right? And I'm going down the sidewalk, and my cell phone rings. And I pull it out of my pocket, I look at it, and it's a 727-534 number, which is probably a cell phone, okay? And I answer it professionally because I don't know who it is. Could be somebody from my business, could be somebody from work, I don't know. So I answer the phone,
You're
this
wildly famous podcast show.
It could have been, yeah. I've actually started answering the phone, Kevin Holly Show, but no, seriously. I answered, this is Kevin, hello. And the gentleman on the other line, he says, yeah, do you guys have any 2 pizza specials tonight? And I said, oh, okay. You're obviously trying to call Hungry Howie's in, I believe it's Pinellas Park. Is that where you're calling from? And the kid says, yeah. Do you have any 2 pizza specials? And I said, listen, you're actually calling a private cell phone number. I've been getting phone calls for Hungry Howie's on my cell phone for the last decade because it's 1 digit off from the actual, order line for Hungry Howie's in Pinellas Park, Florida. And the kid says, oh, okay. Well, do you know if it's the second digit or the last digit that's off? And I said, I don't know, kid. Google it. It's seriously, I'm walking my dog. And he goes, oh, I just figured I'd ask. I mean, if you get so many calls. And I said, I'll tell you what. You know what? I can get you a pizza tonight. I'd be happy to get you a pizza tonight. I said, I'm probably going to dip my balls on it, but I can get it over to you. Is that something you're into? And he goes, what? No. And I said, come on. You don't want some pizza with my balls dipped on it? Are you sure you're not into that? And he goes, no, dude. And I go, all right, just remember the Kevin Holly Show, bitch. And he goes, okay. And I hung up on him.
That's classic. Great. That's outstanding.
I get those calls all the time.
Listen, man, this is what we need to do, though, with that. We need to get that number, and we need to put it out to our listeners and have them call Hungry Howie's.
Asking for the Kevin Holly Show.
I
love that idea.
That would be outstanding.
Yeah, I think that's brilliant. I really do. Oh, excuse me. I've always wanted to do that into this microphone because it's got a little jihad boob cover thing on it. I'll take a picture and post it on our Facebook page.
That should be an advertisement for Hungry Howie's right there.
It could be, yeah.
After I eat a nice piece of Hungry Howie's pizza,
What about after one rib? Well, I just had one rib, and that's the belch that came out. One rib.
Well, then we're going to have to take
one rib or one rack of ribs?
That was one rib, Pops. One rib. Yep, that was delicious, by the way. All right, let's hear what this gentleman that saved his ribs says. All right, he's basically, if you haven't seen the video on YouTube or the internet or Facebook or whatever, he's standing in front of the news camera, and he's holding up a pretty good-sized rack of ribs. They look like maybe baby back ribs. I don't know. They're charred. They're beautiful. They're delicious looking. And he's basically being asked what happened at the apartment fire, and he's telling them that he saved his family and his ribs. Who wouldn't go back into a burning building for ribs that look as beautiful as these do?
Well, Kevin, you know how big I am. I'd probably go for the ribs
Yeah.
first. And
Should
then
see
the
how big this
family.
dude is.
I mean, all right, let's hear it.
All right, here we go. Ready? Raw audio from the Ribs Saver guy. Here we go.
Man, this is Robert Wright, ROBERT, WRIGHT.
Tell me what happened wrong.
Oh man, it all went down, man. I stayed right next door, man, from the thing that happened, man, the barbecue, man. I was barbecuing, man. I seen some fire just come out the window, man. The window busted out, man. Only thing I think first, man, make sure them ribs is right. And I ran in and got my family, man. Brung everybody out safely, man. I carry everybody out myself, man. You know what I mean? And keep this PG, everybody myself, man. I did that. Feel me?
You got kids and older people out, or just kids?
Yeah, I got my kids first. First thing I got my kids, and I thought about my ribs. Like, I ain't gonna let my ribs burn and stuff, because I take pride in what I do, man. It's like 3 o'clock in the morning. I was hungry, man. I was like, man, put them ribs on there, man. Some hot links and stuff, man. We got it going and stuff. But I looked over, man. The fire was bursting out, man. I was like, man, this is crazy, man. Real crazy, man. Let me get my kids about this situation, man. That's all I know. You feel me? And I'm from the Bay Area, man. You know I'm located in the Bay Area. You feel me? Out here now, but yeah, I'm from the Bay, man. They call me West Oakland, man, you know. But I'm going to keep things going, man. Keep going, you know. But it was frantic, man. It was real serious out there, man. It was real serious, man. But yeah, man, enjoy this barbecue, though, man. Have a good night, man. Hopefully they put us in the motel, man, you know what I mean? Because I ain't trying to come out the pockets. They owe me for that one, you feel me?
Did you get
Get
any
that.
injuries yourself?
Did I get any injuries?
Yeah, you get.
Oh, no, I ain't get no injuries and stuff except for all the smoke in my lungs and stuff. I already had smoke in my lungs, so I'm all right.
All right, Rob.
He already had smoke in his lungs, so he's aight.
That's outstanding, man. I tell you, I have so much I want to say about this right now. The first thing I'd like to say, if folks, if you don't remember, we're coming to you from the Kevin Halley Show. Okay, it's KEVINHOLLY SHOW. It's the Kevin Halley Show, and they call me the West Coast Badass, dude. West Pasco Badass. I'm just telling you that right now. But this is outstanding. This is really good, man.
You feel me? Who wouldn't get those ribs? Those ribs look so good that you'd be a fool not to go back into a burning building to get.
Listen, I would fight a zombie for some good ribs, all right? I'd be like, all right, there's 30 zombies over there, and you can have your choice. There's gasoline and ammunition over there. I'd be like, dude, let's take them zombies out and get some ribs. That's good,
Yeah.
you know, that's good stuff right there, man.
I agree, man. I think that I'm wondering. Like, I have one question. You know, were the ribs on the grill, on the balcony? Were they in the oven, or did the apartment fire actually cook the ribs? You know,
Or did the ribs, cooking the ribs, did that start the fire?
what did he say?
I don't know, but
Okay,
hey, let's say rib dinners matter, dude.
Rib dinners
We
matter.
have to save rib
dinners
right
matter
now.
for
Yeah,
sure.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, this guy should be
Well,
guarded as a national hero.
fellas, I just had a thought, and I'm thinking about this as Jesse Jackson would. You know, Reverend Jesse Jackson.
I've heard of him before, not real
If he
sure
would have
who
heard
he is.
this story, you know what he would have said? He says, "Now that's a good father. He took his wife and kids out before he got the ribs."
That's because the ribs weren't done yet. You know, they were still cooking.
Exactly.
Yeah. He
walked
was
in-
smoking the ribs.
I'll
He-
guarantee you, he turned the
Naturally,
ribs over
he's not
before.
only a good father, he's a good rib cooker too.
He turned the ribs over, got
He
his
walked
kids.
in, he turned the ribs over, got his kids, ran them out, come back to the house.
It's like,
and
ding!
yeah,
He runs
exactly. Yeah,
back.
look,
Well,
decision, I mean,
Jesse,
his decision making, he should be a quarterback
Jesse
in the NFL,
Jackson
probably.
would say, a lot of those niggers I know would have got their ribs and eat them raw and forgot their wife and kids, man.
Where's
The least racist person on our show just said the N-word.
We need a
Really?
dump button. Where's our dump button? I
I
want
never-
new Chuck. Where's old Chuck?
Yeah,
old Chuck's
I mean,
not
new
racist.
Chuck, new Chuck, you might be. I don't know.
I hope
Old Chuck,
I
old
hope
Chuck
I hope
never
our
said the
deleting
N-word.
department. I hope our deleting editing department can correct my grammar there.
That's not grammar.
That's it. That's slang.
My slur.
Oh, well, yeah.
That was horrible. That was horrible.
I'm highly offended.
I don't know if I can continue with this.
Let's,
well, you know what?
let's not make an
Podcast,
issue of
I
it
mean,
then. If it
Let's
was
not
terrible.
make an issue.
Oh
of it.
man, this is Robert Wright, ROBERT,
Robert Wright's all right in my book.
I just want to say that the racist is P-O-P-S, Pops.
And I'm from the Bay Area, man. You know I'm located in the Bay Area. You feel me? Out here now, but yeah, I'm from the Bay, man. They call me West Oakland, man. You know, but I'm gonna keep things going, man. Keep going, you know. But
There was that the bleep. We need that bleep every time your dad drops the N-bomb. Just saying, throwing that out there.
We got to carry it on for a little bit extra, though, where we have the black guy talking for a little bit.
Oh, now he's the black guy. Okay, have the black guy talk for a little bit. I see. Okay.
The African American. Listen, I am far from being a racist, dude.
How many black friends do you have? Lots.
Hey, I got 4 black tires and 2 color television sets.
Oh my
so,
God. Well, okay.
I'm not
Ladies and
racist
gentlemen,
at all.
thanks again for listening to the Kevin Holly podcast. This is officially our last show. We'll be.
No, seriously, I got.
Stay tuned for Seek Heil Hour on the.
I've got numerous black friends, and his name.
You injured yourself? I didn't.
did I get any injuries?
Yeah, you
Oh, no, I ain't get no injuries and stuff except for all the smoke in my lungs and stuff. But I already had smoke in my lungs, so I'm all right.
I like this guy. I'd hang out with this dude. I would so smoke with this guy. You know, I'd be like, dude.
Smoke some ribs with him.
I'll tell you, Kevin.
I'd smoke more than that with him, but
I wouldn't smoke ribs with him. I wouldn't smoke anything with him. The house will burn down.
yeah,
I'll tell you,
that's.
I'll tell you, Kevin, if we're going to handle racial issues, I think I can do a better job of it than
What, than Uncle Tom over there in the
Junior
corner?
over there, Kevin.
Don't pose me to be a racist.
I've
man.
had
I'm a
much
joker.
more. I've had much more experience dealing with our black and brown brothers.
Well, I'm black from the waist down. Jay's got some black balls. We saw them last week.
I'm sorry, they're blue.
Black balls matter, dude. Blue
They're
balls
blue.
matter.
Blue balls matter.
Blue balls matter.
Blue
That's a great
balls
idea.
matter.
I
That's
like that.
great.
Yeah. Man. All right. Well, hey, that was the racist moment of the night. Thank you to Hulk Hogan for Hogan's Beach Restaurant for sponsoring that tidbit. I'm gonna go ahead and make myself throw up and purge the negativity out of the room here. Man, that tasted like a rib right there.
Actually, I
was
think we
good.
need to carry this on just a little bit.
Carry on, my wayward
I
son.
think we need to carry this on because actually, I think the Black Lives Matter situation is something that's growing out to be a real concern in this country right now. I mean, Black Lives Matter, all lives matter, do they not?
I think that the fact that Obama has nothing to say about the witch hunt on police officers and white people in general basically shows that they're accepting it the way it is right now, and I think that's pretty sad. It really is.
I think him and Farrakhan and Sharpton helped increase the situation. I think
Who's accepting it?
who's accepting it? All
The Obama
liberals.
administration,
The
yeah.
the left side, they're promoting Obama's administration.
By not talking about it and addressing the country and calling for a time of peace, and they're accepting it by not doing that.
I heard in the news today that he did call that 30-year-old police officer that got shot.
He called the
her
family,
wife
yeah.
and
He said
apologized to her.
it sounded like nice things, but when you hear him say it, or when you read the text, he's got a lot of me on behalf of the American people. I apologize, things like that. But he's nowhere in that did he mention a call for peace or that this is getting out of hand or anything like that. But when it was unarmed black teens getting shot by white police officers, he was all over the news. He sent his Department of Justice cronies out there to basically incite riots. It's pretty
absolutely right,
painfully
Kevin.
obvious, what's going on.
Let me ask the two of you fellas. You're both a couple of young, intelligent boys.
I don't know about young, but
By my standards, you're very young. And
By your standards, an oak tree is very young.
let's just take a second, because that's all you guys can handle, and be a little serious. We have an issue here about this Black Lives Matter, which is blacks and a few whites running around saying because a bunch of cops have shot a bunch of black youth, we gotta do something. Everybody's up and about it. We know that